Hi everyone and welcome to Talk to the Expert at property-investors.co.nz. Today we have with us Rene McLean from Property in Depth, Auckland franchisor. Hi Rene.
Hi Hada.
And welcome for this Talk to the Expert interview.
Thank you.
We would like to discuss with you the traps and pitfalls for investors who trying to obtain a valuation which is electronically generated, like QV, EValuers, or for example any valuation which is generated online and it's not actually a physical viewing and visit by a registered valuer like yourself. Right. So what are the pitfalls that investors should be, or home buyers should be concerned about?
I guess first thing to say, it can be a very useful tool, that sort of EValuer or whatever you call it. In terms of if you're looking at a number of properties, it's relatively inexpensive. It does give you a list of sales that you can then make comparisons with yourself as well. So it does have its uses, but when you're drilling down to a property that you want to put a contract on or are looking seriously to buy, at that point you need to start thinking about getting a registered valuation. The limitations of an EValuer, it is a computer-generated report. It relies on the rating valuation of the property that you're looking at. So if the rating valuation of that property is wrong, which they often can be, then the estimated value of that property is likely to be wrong as well. It also will base the information on the rating valuations of the sales, and makes adjustments accordingly. But again, if those sales have incorrect rating valuations, your result will be skewed. But it is useful for a general sort of guide. But be aware, if you're looking at 10 properties and getting 10 EValuers and then one looks absolutely fantastic, that could well be the one where the rating valuation is completely incorrect, and so may not actually be a good deal at all. So you really need to get a human being to have a look at the property once you're really serious about it, someone that knows the market well, someone that can have access to real estate stats. Not all valuers have access to these. The EValuers don't use the real estate stats, and what I mean by that is unconditional sales that haven't yet been settled. And in a moving market like we've got in most areas of Auckland at the moment, it's absolutely critical to get sales within 2 months because the market is moving so fast.
Yes, that's a point, and to make a point and emphasize that again is that you in Property in Depth as valuers in generally, you visit the property, and I know from experience working with you guys, you actually travel around to view the comparable sales as well, so you physically see the difference within the comparable sales, although externally, but you visit the property, which EValuer is not doing.
What we also do, and over the last 5 years, it's just fantastic, the information we can get off Guru. We do have a look at most of the sales just from the outside, but then usually we will look at the Property Guru information, which will have all sorts of pictures and a blurb from the real estate agent. So we're actually identifying what the inside, in most cases, of our sales is like as well. So we're getting a fairly accurate comparison.
Great. That's great information for our site visitors and general public who visit our YouTube channel. Thank you, Rene, for joining us today for this short video about the pitfalls and what to be aware, and why a proper full registered valuation is much better tool and much more reliable than an online tool, EValuer or alike. Thank you, Rene.
No problem. Thanks, Hada.